next topic, and we're getting into Spidey. Now, this story from Screen Rant, it's not like a big story. It's just I just kind of wanted to touch on trailers, but our gateway into trailers is the fact that it's still crazy to me that this trailer has not dropped yet. This movie comes out in less than 6 months, and we have not
Hmm.
seen a trailer yet. So it is very curious why we have not. Could be multitude of reasons. Could be for a reason. Could be they just want to wait and build some hype in their own way, or the trailer's maybe just not ready yet. Who knows? But the director marked on, or he teased kind of what's kind of coming in a way, but the director Destin Daniel Cretton. David, are you familiar with Destin by chance?
No.
Okay. So he made Shang-Chi, which came out 2021. That was one of the Marvel films, and holy cow, Shang-Chi, dude, incredible. He knows exactly how to build a cast, have a villain that's not the mustache twirly villain. He's a villain that you can that you can understand and but still root against. And he just knows how to balance a film really well, and especially also fight choreography. And we've talked about it on the show before, like with fight choreography, you need to have it breathe in sequences. You need to see what's going on, because I know lots of people fall into a trap. Lots of editors fall into a trap, filmmakers, what have you, where they quick cut, they quick edit it, and it's just too choppy. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That just instantly breaks the illusion, and it's just not fun for anyone.
Foreshadowing for future later in this episode fight video.
Yeah, there is a fight video in there. Whether it's real or not, it's definitely a fight video. So Destin Daniel Cretton, yeah. So like I said, so Destin coming in to make Spider-Man, because originally Spider-Man with Tom Holland, the director John Watts, he directed the first three, which was Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, which I mean that's like one of the most like solid stone like trilogies of superhero films in my opinion. They're all just real solid. In my opinion, I still think Homecoming is my favorite. It was just a really special tender film. Um, with a great villain. And then No Way Home was a big celebration. It was a big, huge event. I remember seeing that at the theater. It was so much fun. But again, yeah, we got Destin Daniel Cretton coming in to do this. And when he was asked about the trailer, he is basically just said, "I think it's so funny how people really want a trailer. Of course, it's gonna come. It's gonna be really good when it comes. It's coming." That's all he says. So that's all we're gonna get. And the Screen Rant article did tease on the fact that we did get some leaks about the trailer. Now, it's funny. Originally, before doing this channel, I was so adamant about not seeing trailers, not seeing anything in regards to promotional material for films, just because I wanted to go into every film, especially Marvel films, knowing nothing. But now that we're doing the podcast, it is helpful to know what's going on, and it doesn't ruin my enjoyment of the films. I've realized, because once you kind of know, like if you heard what's going on in a film, it's completely different than seeing it. Seeing is like is the all thing, and the experience of what you see at the theater is what's worth it. So yeah, there was some leaks that came out around when the first those Doomsday trailers were coming out. And the story sounds interesting. It sounds really fun. And we might get some X-Men in there, which I am super excited about. I just started watching the X-Men films this year. So to see more of that, and the fact that our girl Sadie Sink from Stranger Things could be one of those X-Men. Like, I'm super excited about that. She could, I mean, she is a fantastic actor, and I know she's going to bring it in whatever she does. But yeah, David, what say you about Spider-Man coming out? When do you think this trailer might drop?
I'm not sure. Definitely picking times for trailers to drop is a massive deal. And the big movies that are coming out this year in 2026, being Avengers Doomsday, and the one that comes to mind is Disclosure Day. Those we have we at least have a teaser for Doomsday, and we have full length trailer for Disclosure Day, which is coming
Yeah.
out
And then and
4
and then there
months
was
from
that
now.
Super Bowl spot too, right?
Yes, they had a 30-second Super Bowl spot, which showed new stuff that we hadn't seen before
Mm,
in the previous trailers. So, um, this is definitely one of the biggest movies of the year, and they're picking their spots. They're
they are.
they're they're picking their spots, and I was listening to the Christian Hoffer show, or
Oh,
I don't know if
Christian
that's what
Harloff?
it's called. Christian Karloff, is that his name?
Christian Harloff. Yeah,
Christian Harloff.
Harloff.
Okay, and he was talking about the price tag for the Super Bowl this year was even it's always even more than I can even fathom.
It
It
is
I guess he said it
insane.
was $10 million for a 30-second spot for a movie trailer. So he was saying, if I'm gonna drop a movie trailer, I would not wanna do it on the Super Bowl. That is a ridiculous amount of money to drop for 30 seconds. And like, that's it. It's 30 seconds. You're banking that they're gonna go watch the trailer, the full trailer online when you can just drop it online itself and save $10 million. I mean,
Right?
like,
That's
and
the
just promote it
economical right decision, yeah.
through social channels. The YouTube algorithm is very powerful. So, like, if there's a trailer and people are watching it, it's gonna show it to more people. You know, you're gonna get a lot of people to see it anyway. Where if you put it in the Super Bowl, you might not get that many people interested because, especially with the Super Bowl, a lot of people like Super Bowl ads for creative advertisement. A trailer is not necessarily a creative advertisement. It's just a trailer.
Yeah.
Like, so they might be turned off to it or not as interested. So when he was saying that, I was like, okay, it makes total sense why someone would not spend the money even for as big of a movie. We didn't get an Avengers Doomsday trailer for the Super Bowl. So for as big of movies as Avengers Doomsday and as the Spider-Man movie, it makes sense why we haven't seen it. But they're picking their spots. I think hype is building. I mean, we're seeing articles about how we haven't gotten one. So they're picking their spots. Hype is building. I think when it drops, like he said, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good, absolutely. Now, I was curious, what is your favorite Spider-Man? Because I saw this image, and I don't think I ever got your opinion. Who's your all Spider-Man?
Man, so here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I I have seen one of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans. I saw the first one.
Okay.
I did not see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I've seen the Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Mans,
Okay.
the two of
Yeah.
those. But the one where I saw all of them was um
Andrew?
Andrew Garfield.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, I guess you could say that that would be my favorite. I guess you could say that.
Okay.
But I haven't see I can't really make a judgment
Yeah.
because I haven't seen the others.
Okay. You're
Um,
not a you're not a cultured Spider-Man fan, I guess.
I'm not a cultured Spider-Man fan.
No worries.
Um, need need to see the Spider-Man movies. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, they're
And
all
what
they're all great.
so what my question back to you, what would be your favorite Spider-Man?
Mm. Yeah, I should have known you would ask that. That's rough. Well, they're all great in their own way. I would say for me, like what tugs at the heart is Toby, no matter what. That was like the first. That was like one of the first films I feel like I've ever seen. That's like one of my earliest memories of
Mhm.
film is Tobey Maguire's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1. That was so special. I love the soundtrack. Danny Elfman crushed it with that. That score is beautiful. His suit was really cool. The raised webbing and yeah, I think because like when people kind of compare Spider-Man, they compare Peter Parker and also the character of Spider-Man. And thinking about Toby, I think he was a great Peter Parker. Maybe as Spider-Man, maybe not as expressive as he could have been. But again, like with all these different Spider-Men, just because they're different doesn't make one worse than the others or one better than the other. It's just different. I mean, you think of comic books. There's, I mean, all the different iterations of Spider-Man in the comics. That's why there's different iterations. They're all different. So I think, the movies, the way they are situated are much akin to the comics where they're just different, doesn't make them better or worse. But back to the topic with favorite Spider-Man, yeah. So Toby, I still would say he's probably still my favorite just because of tugging on the nostalgia for me. And then, I mean, honestly, Andrew is great. I mean, in terms of an actor, he's the most talented actor out of all of them. And his chemistry with Emma Stone, being Gwen in the Amazing Spider-Man films, holy cow, their chemistry is electric. They're one of like the best on-screen duo superhero, romances in comic book history, in my opinion. The chemistry is insane. And of course, what happens in TASM 2, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's heartbreaking. And because their chemistry was so crazy good. So I think I definitely love all of them in their own ways. And then coming to Tom with the most recent iterations and just the more kid aspect of it's him really feeling like a kid Peter Parker, while the previous two felt more of like adulter Peter Parkers. So again, I think all of them are great in their own way. If I had to choose, of course, I would just go with Toby. But next in line would definitely be Andrew, just because of I mean, his acting prowess is amazing, and the films were great. TASM 2 was maybe not so much. It was a little chaotic to say the kindest, but the Amazing Spider-Man 1, holy cow, was great. But yeah, I think I honestly we're due to get this trailer. I feel like any day, brand new day, any day. It's
Brand new day, any day.
yeah, there's Destin Cretton. He's great, such a kind dude. He also co-created the show Wonder Man, which came out in late January, which that got great reviews. Which we
Yeah,
were
that's
talking
getting
about that.
good reviews.
We were talking about that on the show, and how whenever they dump shows, or whenever they just do the stream drop of 8 episodes or whatever on one date, it's usually like they don't have faith in the show. Yet here we go. Everyone loves this show.
Mhm.
So that's awesome
Yep.
because we need Marvel back, and the ramp's going. The ramp's going up. We just got Wonder Man. Wonder Man put us on a trajectory. Let's see what comes next. We got Daredevil Born Again season 2 coming out next month. Hopefully that keeps it going, and it should, because there's all of that interference that happened with season 1 isn't there anymore. So we have a fresh slate of creators working on good stuff, and oh, it's gonna be so awesome. And then after that, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Hopefully Destin serves us right with that. Then leading on to, I think WandaVision is coming after that. Or no, not WandaVision, Vision Quest, the almost kind of spin-off show of WandaVision with Vision. And coming from showrunner Terry Matalas, which he's very talented and has done a lot of great things. So hopefully that's great. And that keeps us going into Doomsday coming out at the end of the year. It's hopefully going to be a fun time for Marvel, because we need Marvel to be back. We need that box office goodness and all those fun times. So, all right, guys, with that down, let us know what your thoughts on Spider-Man. When do you think we're going to get that trailer? Could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be very soon. We shall see.